I must tell that this meeting is very important because it comes at a very crucial moment. We know that the Treaty of Lisbon was in fact reduced in its importance by the vote of just one population, and that makes it also very important that we would remember that also here that the link between the shareholder and the companies should be restored. There is a lot about corporate governance going on. There is a lot about transparency. Who is transparent? Who is really making the right decisions regarding takeovers, on putting the emphasis on the interest of the firm? I know that tomorrow in your parliament you will discuss the takeover directive. It's a very important one. It took more than 15 years to come to this directive. And in the end it is what we call a decaffeinated directive, because it has been made so vague that everyone could use it. And after that, in each country, the adaptation, the implementation, the enforcement, that is what will count. Why is this moment so crucial? In fact, most investors throughout Europe have been victims of non-real information regarding the subprime mortgage, what they call the collateralized debt, debentures, obligations. We were not informed regarding the risks that had been taken by major listed companies. And in fact, the victim was the final investor. On the other hand, we see that a number of investors in funds have not been informed on the many, many charges that were not always very visible. So what is Euro Shareholders doing? We have approximately 29 national members. Their strength is the exchange of information between them. And I would say, like Frank Sinatra, they all do it their own way. They are not really streamlined. They are all different. Some are extremely important, like the Swedish, who are represented here by Leif Windevard. They are extremely important, and they have had an enormous influence on the behavior of companies. And this is also a country with companies that have been doing very well. There is a lot of talk about excessive remuneration of top management. It is not normal that at a given moment, when the top manager is in a position that nobody dares to resist their requirements for excessive remuneration, that they would get this kind of remuneration. But don't misunderstand us. We love top managers that are highly paid and highly performing. We love very effective boards, and we like them to be decently remunerated. What we do not like, that is when there is no link anymore between merits and remuneration. We live for the moment in a very difficult period of increasing inflation and of slower growth. That is something that leads to stagflation. But we as shareholders, as representatives of shareholders, we have difficulty in making our voice heard at the level of European Commission and other institutions. So if we cannot make our voice heard, if we cannot voice our opinions, others are very active in influencing the authorities. And who are those who are influencing so strongly the authorities? These are these who have subscribed to these subprime loans, who have made us losing so much money, while in fact we representing essentially the minority shareholders, the smaller shareholders. Well, it doesn't mean that if you are small that you are less smart. And the same applies to Euro Shareholders. Euro Shareholders was created in 1992 I joined only in 2000. And in fact, one of the bases of Euro shareholders is mutual respect. You know, one day British Petroleum had a fantastic publicity that I liked a lot. And the title was Ognuno è importante. Everyone is important. And in Euro shareholders, every full member has one voice and the same voice. Because it doesn't mean, because you represent a smaller association, that you have less good ideas to share with your friends. Very important factor for Euro shareholders is to use the lawyers who are part of each of our national associations. And when there is a problem, for instance, in Turkey, where they have a terrible problem to solve, and they don't know exactly how to reach the authorities even at the level of the European Court of Justice, well, they found within our organization, within Euro shareholders, in this case Hashem Boulos, who will represent them in Strasbourg, so that they are defended by people who know what they talk about. Each association has its own means, but it means we are poor associations. In a way, we work on the basis of intellectual input and not on the basis of sponsorship to keep our independence. Christian, I'm sure that you have achieved a lot, but on the basis of the principle, when you are small, you must be smart. I think it would be good if our friends would ask us some questions. There are some questions to be asked regarding what we are doing. We have 3-4 meetings a year. The very important meeting that we have this time will certainly devote a big part to the stock options problem, to the takeover problem. We will devote a lot of time also on real corporate governance, on these excessive remunerations, and we certainly will also think about Slovenia and investments in Slovenia and the Slovenian capital market. At the beginning, Slovenian capital market to us looked a little bit like a close area. Now we feel that with the help of the Slovenian Shareholders Association, that they are attracting attention towards this capital market. Because you can have very good companies that are priced too lowly just because they are not well known enough. And I think that to make companies that are worth being priced at a higher level, that is also part of the work of a shareholder association. Not about individual choices, but to draw attention to a market that is a very promising market, and a market that in this region has got a lot of influence. Within your shareholders, Christian Verbic has played a very active role. He attended all the meetings in a very active way, and I really am so happy that we can come here to cooperate together.